to today's pick a card readings, and we're about what do you need to know? What is it that will give you a boost going into this final little section of February here? And can you guys hear me? If somebody's there could tell me, I'm just checking my sound to make sure that I'm on. Let's see. All right. Can you hear me now? Okay, wonderful. So we are working today with what it is that you need to know right now. What is it? Okay, so I have brought my crystal. Let me grab my Palo Santo to get us started. And we're asking the guardian angels, the archangels, to step into the reading today. And one of my favorite decks, because we are not alone. The angels are here. And even though you may be going through a tough time at the moment, please realize that the angels, your guides, spirit is all here on your behalf. And today we're going to jump right in with the Good Tarot. We are going to use the Archangel cards, and the Spirit Animal Pocket Guide will be our cards for today. If you would like to hop in and have a reading live today, I'm going to add the link in Hipsy there. You'll see it. All you have to do is click on that link. It will take you to the page where you will sign up for your readings. Okay, now Murphy is sitting on the back of my chair, and there's hardly room for me. It's interesting how he likes to back me up. And isn't that the way we would like it to be? To really feel that we have spirit backing us up, that the angels are right there behind us all the time, nudging. Try this way. This may work better for you. And yet we could go through times where we're not even aware that we have help. Isn't that the truth? Maybe not for you, but certainly for me. And so I'm just going to give these cards a quick ruffle. And thank you so much for those of you who have registered for your readings already. Wonderful, Sandra, Christina Rose. And I'm going to be drawing a card, first of all, just for the theme of today. And I'm going to be drawing from all three of our decks because I feel that it's fun for me to allow Spirit to speak through three different decks as we get ready to open the cards for the collective today. What do you need to know to take the next logical step? Okay, so this is the first card for our reading. Set these over here. And then let's see what Archangel wants to guide us today. Which Archangel? Thank you so much, angels, angel community that joins us every single day that we're here. Hi, Alicia. Aw, Alicia, I would love to pull cards for you. All you need to do is register and you can ask your question, okay? All right, let's see. What is the Archangel message for today? And I'll set this over here. And then we're going to ask the beautiful Spirit Oracle. This card is the free card for today. I love that it comes in a metal tin. And let's pull this. What animal card? Which animal wants to support us? Thank you for your patience. I usually don't pull three cards for setting the theme, but today I just felt like it was important. Okay. All right. Which animal is going to step forward? There we go. All right, let's take a peek. I think I'll start off with our animal. And we have the lizard spirit. Dream the world into being. Do you know that one of the things about lizards that really kind of fascinates me? In fact, I have this little colorful lizard that I bring out for some readings, and I guess he's calling to be remembered today. The lizard is an animal that they can lose their tail and grow a new one. And this is an unusual trait in the animal kingdom because many times, and even as humans, we can regrow skin tissue if we get a scratch. We can regrow bone tissue. If we break a bone, it replenishes. But so far, we are not able to grow a new piece, a new part of our body. And so lizard spirit is here to let you know that dreaming your life into being is always the way to go. Now, if you look, 3 plus 8 is 11, and 11 is a number for me that's unlimited possibilities, unlimited. But if you're in a spot in your life where there are limitations, it can be hard to move forward, right? And this is all about the other spelling of the word tail. Tail is the tail of an animal, but Tale is a tale, it's a story that we tell to ourselves. And so if you feel limited today, it's important to change how you tell your story. And you're going to be hearing me talk a lot about that today because you are in charge of your own tongue. Did you know there's even a Bible scripture that teaches that evil and blessing all can come out on the tongue. I can't remember the exact quote, so I'm sorry about that. But the reality is that no matter how tough things are, there is a way to rephrase it to be neutralized. We want to step out of the habit of awfulizing, right? So that everything we're worried about is the first thing that comes out of our mouth as we describe our story. Here's a good example. Even though a part of me is terrified at the moment, there's another part of me that knows I have made it through all of the other traumas and I'm still standing today, right? So you can switch your vibration simply by how you tell the story. Can you relate? Let's hit the thumbs up, join the energy of this collective reading. I can already tell it's going to be wonderful. Let's go to our Archangel card next. Hello from heaven. My goodness, thank you. Just got goosebumps. I always appreciate when my body responds with goosebumps because it is my evidence that spirit is here guiding me. And so thank you for those goosebumps. Archangel Azrael, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. I watch NDEs, near death experiences, on in my spare time. I really do enjoy them. And I have to thank Janice for teaching me how to find them and how to watch them. There is not one single NDE that I've seen where people regret how they lived their life. Once they get to the other side, they realize it's nothing but love. Okay. It's the story, the reframing of their life through angelic and source, through their help, always brings self compassion. So, this is for you. If you've recently lost someone, know that they are in complete peace and they are fine. So, they would say to you, please, we beg of you, stop worrying. Can you relate? Are you a worrier? Well, I am a worrier in recovery. That's interesting because worrier and warrior are very close together, aren't they? I'm a worrier in recovery. And every time I can make a choice to trust the divine, I can become a warrior. Got it? Okay, let's go on. These are our guardians for this reading. And this is why I love doing collective readings, because there are so many blessings that come forward for all of us with every card. And again, beautiful imagery here. The Queen of Earth. The Queen of Earth is here to remind you that your allegiance, your alignment with nature, with the powers that are here, with the truth that life throws us some hand grenades sometimes, right? Life throws us lemons. Life throws us challenges, and there's nothing we can do to stop that, nothing. But we can become the queen or the king, the royalty over our human experience, because we can tell a different story. You don't have to look at your life as a failure. Now, in this particular deck, what I'm seeing that's interesting is excuse me, the back of the queen. We're seeing her back. And in most of the decks that I use, she's facing forward. So what this shows me is that her back is turned to the past and her face is turned to the future. So let that be a call for you. If you've never been to my channel before, this is new for you. I want you to realize my goal is to teach. I'm a teacher. I want to teach you how to let go of pesky worries and things that are separating you from the truth that you are a divine being guided by the divine being of our inner source and the angels and spirit guides that help. Okay, so what a magnificent start. We are going to be drawing from all of these decks of cards today. So sit back, relax. If you've got a cup of coffee, excellent. Take a sip. I kind of feel a sneeze coming. Gosh, I'm just announcing it early so that I don't sneeze all over the place here and shock you guys. So let's go forward. The first thing I'm going to do is just going to replenish our link for getting your reading today. And then Sandra, did I see you? Oh, let me go back. I think Sandra, Mystic Christina is here. Rose Quartz, welcome back. Golden Light, welcome back. I believe you guys have all been here before. Alicia, I'm so glad you're here. I'm eager to do readings for everyone. That's what the collective readings are all about. So you're going to see lots of different cards today. However, if you want a personal reading during this very live today, right now, that's what I'm here for. So, Sandra, my friend, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And Sandra is wondering, is it time to move on to a different job? Okay, so I have our our animal cards. Animals are angels, aren't they? Murphy is sitting behind me on my chair. I just love when he comes to the readings. Good morning, little boy. Yeah, it's a good little boy. If it wasn't so hard to detach my camera and stuff, I would show you. Okay, Sandra, put your hand on your heart, Sandra. Take a couple of breaths. What spirit animal's here to guide about career? Here we go. And Sandra, wow, the peacock. Let it shine. So, Sandra, I would say that this is a yes, that it's time to start looking. Let it shine. And what let it shine is to find what it is that is uniquely yours. What kind of work have you done in the past that lit you up? You truly enjoyed it. If you are in a transition where you're working right now doesn't seem to answer your highest desires, right? You feel underappreciated and maybe underpaid. What's happening, I think, partly is that you're hiding a part of yourself, Sandra. Could that be true? That you are holding yourself back. There's something within you. Spirit is saying clearly, let it shine. let it shine. Be authentically yourself. So, what I would do is write a list of all the different jobs you've had over time, the ones that pop to your mind, and rank them in order from 1 to 10. One is, I really hated that job, and 10 is, I loved working there. And rate those jobs, and then go through and write down what it is you loved about the positions you've had in the past. It's kind of like taking an audit where you can determine what kind of work is really pulling your heart. Remember, your angels and guides are right there wanting you to step into something. And I would say this is a yes, that this is a good timing to be looking for new work. Now, this month, you guys, I have a special sale going on with love readings. They're half off. And next month in March, I'm going to be holding a different kind of reading that I will have on special. And it's going to be about being lucky. All right. So, Sandra, keep that in mind for next month. If you want to feel lucky as you're going forward in your employment, you want to definitely come back to our first live in March. Okay. So excellent. I'm glad. I always love the peacock. And the peacock, when they're pulling their feathers behind them, they are not. They are not fully beautiful, right? So it's the idea of being fearless and letting your light shine. You're welcome, Sandra. I'm so glad always when you visit my channel, when you come to the lives. I'm blowing you a kiss, my friend. Okay, so hi. Let's see. We have, hey, Golden Light. The only way to receive a reading today is to register on the website, on the Hipsy site. Let me put it in there again. I'm more than happy to read for you as long as you register, because this is how I keep track of who's next. Keeps me, it's my assistant. Hipsy is my assistant, and I appreciate them deeply. Mystic Christina, I saw you stick your head in the door. And so I know that, let's see, let me mark this down. Thank you guys for being patient with me while I operate with my system. I love Christina. I've known Christina for a long time. Oh, no worries, Golden Light. It's, you know what, when I started doing my readings this way, it was a little bit confusing for everyone. So please don't feel badly about that. It's my job to help you guys figure out stuff best I can. Okay, let me just put this aside so I have more space. Okay, so now we are looking. I love Mystic Christina because she asked the perfect request, which was which animal? I wonder, I can't wait to see which animal chooses me today. There is a fellow card lover like me where it's so random. And when you allow the angels to speak to you in a general sense on these readings, you will be well served, because with only one card, of course, you can't expect to get a full story. It's just a little treat, a tidbit. Okay, Mystic Christina. I like how the sun is hitting the cards right here. It makes me think about you in the snow up there in Canada. It's the temperature has dropped back down here in Tennessee. It's only 45. Oh, this one wants to flip. It's only 45 degrees here, and I suppose for you that feels like a heat wave. Let's take a look. What is the animal that's blessing Miss Christina today? And at first I thought it was a fox. And that made me laugh because you mentioned yesterday that you've been having experiences with fox, whether it's a dream or a vision. But it is a similar animal, isn't it? Our wonderful coyote spirit. And Christina, honestly, I don't think that this could be, you could have had a better animal. Trust in divine detours. So many of you, and I know Mystic Christina does not mind one bit if you claim the energy of this coyote. Now the coyotes are here in Tennessee, and they are a risk. They do like to hunt for small animals, and if you have a small pet, your pet could be victim to a coyote. So they do strike fear in some of us because of the predatory nature. And the truth is that if they're well fed in nature, they don't have a need to be hunting for pets. And that if you do see them, it might be because there is a bit of a famine going on in their world, and they may be having a hard time finding food. But the point is here about divine detours. Let's take a breath. And Christina, could you put your hand on your heart, my friend? Many times we feel spirit saying no. Isn't that true? We feel we've prayed for something, it's not coming, and we feel let down. We feel spirit has forgotten us. And this is your card if you have felt that way. A detour is not a no. I would write that down. The road is not closed. You're just being redirected. And that brings up one of my favorite quotes about contentment. The true meaning of contentment is to enjoy the scenery on a detour. So if you find that you've been asking or praying for something for a long time and it's not showing up, here's an affirmation for you. Even though I am disappointed that this hasn't shown up, the truth is embracing divine detours brings peace. Even though I feel disappointed, the truth is a divine detour can bring unexpected rewards and surprises. Even though I would rather just go fast forward, if the divine wants me on a divine detour, I receive it. All right, Mystic Christina, I hope that this animal blesses you today deeply. Welcome, Maureen. Thank you for, I haven't seen you for a while. I hope that all is well. Welcome. And I'm just moving forward here. We have 2 people have registered. So Golden Light and Rose Quartz, any one of my beautiful repeat followers, please do return to this. And Maureen, also, Maureen, make sure that you book yourself into your free reading this morning. Hi, Barbara. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. We are doing lots of different cards today, 3 different decks. And before we go forward with another animal oracle, I'm going to pull cards from this new deck for me. It's the Good Tarot. And we're going to have a tarot reading for the collective on what it is that you're missing. So if you have just popped into the reading right now, welcome. There are no coincidences in my world, and you may have never heard my voice before. In that case, may I introduce myself? I'm Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot, where we offer weekly tarot parties just to give you a treat, a goodie bag from the universe who loves you so much. Let's draw our cards for today. Wait, I want to cut first. Okay. So for the collective, what do you need to know today? And the first card, the 2 of Water. Okay. 2 of Water is the 2 of Cups. So this, somebody watching right now, there's a relationship on your mind. Are you separated from your person? Are you waiting for your person? What's going on for our friends with that 2 of Water? The Page of Earth, patiently waiting. So patiently waiting, love is in the air. What's the next one? Messenger of Fire. Ooh, this one gives me goosebumps. Look at all the orbs. You know, if we could see, if the angelic realm could show up all the time, right? So we had a visual with our eyeballs, so we could see evidence of spirit presence. this is what I believe it would look like. And some people are able to see orbs. I definitely had some orbs show up in photography. And excuse me, but I'm not someone who sees energy in this way. But I feel that there's somebody here with me today watching that you have seen orbs and you might even be a little frightened. Okay. This is part of look at how her face, see how she looks a tiny bit concerned. So I want to comfort you. If you see orbs in any of the photos that you take, that's often the first step to recognizing spirit's communication with you. So please don't be fearful. Now, right now at the top of my screen, I see 7, 7. Now, 7, 7 is a lucky number. All of the sevens suggest good fortune, but you might want to take a look at the angel meanings of the number 77, because I believe there's a blessing there for you. Okay, so let's take a peek at this card is at the bottom of the deck. And so I'm going to just leave it obscured for a moment while I read the story I'm seeing, because somebody here, you have been waiting for love. The page of earth is a messenger and designed to bring us clues when we're on that bridge between what we truly want and uh, and where we are right now. So you have been holding a desire in your heart to be part of a bonded pair. You are wanting to have this relationship. You want to create something. This could be for someone who's in no contact, that the person that you love has chosen to split from you, maybe block you. And so you're getting a message that's conflicting. You want to have a bonded relationship, aren't you? You want to have a bonded pairing. Sometimes it's simply a good friend that will be your bonded human, where you can trust them to um, honor you. And the most important thing is to repair what is broken. In a bonded couple, the skill they have is to repair misunderstandings. So if love has not worked out for you in the past, how do you know? Well, if somebody puts you in no contact, obviously they're looking for something else. The message of that is to prepare yourself, to learn how are relationships supposed to work. In the earth realm, in the earth realm, that's where your relationship is formed. Are the cups important? Is water, is love important? Of course. But learning how to adjust your personality to live with another one is the work. All right. You want to find someone who's not going to fly away if they can't figure out how to manage you. You may have a personality that's a little bit unusual, right? You may be neurodiverse, or you may be a black sheep where you have left your family of origin. They're too hard to understand. You like to make your own rules and you don't mind the consequences of that. And I feel that energy. I know that my life choices have not been easy for my loved ones. But as I've moved forward into life, I have found that when you're on the right path, when you're pursuing what spirit has for you, everything changes. You get lit up. There's a joy that comes from the inside when you align yourself with a person who gets you. It is worth everything. It is worth everything to find someone that gets you. This messenger of fire is here to show you your future is over here. It's not back here. So turn away from any disappointments that have come your way in love and prepare yourself. This is a student energy, willing to learn. And this messenger means that someone is coming. It's not what you expect. Someone is coming and you want to be ready. Okay. One of the things that needs to happen is that your willingness to forgive and let go of the disappointments around love in your past. Let's take a peek at the bottom of the deck, and we have the 10 of air. So in this card, this is what you're not seeing, my friend. Please listen in. What you're not seeing is it is the heartbreak of your past that's cutting you off. There's an ex-lover or an ex-best friend. You may have been cheated on, you may have been betrayed, but you closed off a part of your heart. You shut the door to love and you said, no, I will not be hurt like that again. And Spirit wants to whisper to you that that's a little bit too extreme of an answer. Okay, it is tempting to cut yourself off completely and say, I give up. I give up. I don't have it in me anymore. These white feathers shed from her very wings. The loss of what has happened has torn you up. It could be that somebody has departed and to the other realm, that their time here on earth finished. And it's that kind of pain where you're like, no, 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 I cannot go on. Love hurts too much. I used to work in the pet cemetery a few years ago, and I ran a grief group for people who lost their pet. It was deep work, and I so appreciated the honor of getting to comfort people who lose their pet. Many of them said, I will never get another dog. I will never get another cat. It hurt so much when I lost them. And part of the work we did in grief was to realize that is an option. It's an option. And rushing into a new pet is never a good idea. Or rushing into a new relationship right after a breakup, not a good idea. It's important to feel what's there. You've heard it said, you need to feel it to heal it. And it's never been more true than today. We're finishing up February, the month of love, and you may have had some difficulty in February with some of your relationships, and March is on its way. So as we march in to our next situation, may you see this as you. May you see yourself as the queen or king that you are, and may you press on and not settle and allow yourself to be in a situation where they look at you as the queen that you are. Watch for angel blessings this week, random acts of kindness, gifts. You may even find something on the ground, on a walk, where it's a blessing for you. There are so many breadcrumbs coming your way. Okay, so Maureen, you said it didn't work for you. Let me check it. Thank you so much. Let me make sure. Okay, hang on. Okay, it is working for me. It's just taking it a long time. So those of you who are using the link, please be patient because it does take a long time. I think when the system is very busy, that's part of what happens. So my apologies and thank you so much for your patience. I know some people are coming through, and Maureen is next, and Maureen is here twice. Okay, Maureen and Sarah. So what I'm going to do, Maureen, is I'm going to, let's see. I know I want to use both cards for you in your reading. So let me set these aside, trying to stay organized. And Maureen, I love it. Thank you, Maureen. I really appreciate when you come into the reading so open hearted. What is it that Spirit has for me today? I love that. I love the more general that you ask in the one card readings, the richer the reading. Okay, so Miss Maureen. Okay. Which spirit animal wants to bless us today. Thank you so much, Golden Light. Thank you very much for helping me out. I appreciate you guys. Remember to hit the thumbs up. It's just so helpful for me and my channel, and I really appreciate your help. We are helping each other here, so thank you for thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and all that good stuff. All right, so Miss Maureen. Miss Maureen, I see the sun is sparkling on these cards. There we go. Okay. Whale spirit. Oh, interesting. Isn't that beautiful? So I know that you live in California, Maureen. Do you ever see whale spouts? Have you ever seen a whale spout? The thing is about whales is they have to breathe air even though they live in the water. Okay, they have to breathe air even though they're in the water. Trust the great mystery. So one of the toughest things I think for us as humans is to break a bad habit. We can have a habit of behavior that does not serve us. That we, for example, worry, with worry, right? We could just have a worry habit. So the minute that our mind is turned on in the morning, excuse me, it starts to rattle off all of the things that are going wrong, right? Well, this card is here to remind you that you have to surface to breathe. What does that mean for us? As spirit beings, which I believe we are, spiritual beings living in a human form. And that core of our reality is spiritual, that we have an inner being that is connected to spirit, like electricity. Think about it. You are not plugged in anywhere. You walk around every day on spiritual battery power. When your time of life stops, the machine of your body stops, right? So taking a deep dive and going up, well, that's how do you go dive? To raise your consciousness to spirit level and to deep dive into your own consciousness and find your spiritual connection. For me, it does happen when I'm in nature all the time, when I meditate, when I surrender what's bothering me, I'm immediately connected to the divine. So this is a fantastic piece of wisdom for you today. Many people wear a whale tail as a charm. Do you, Maureen, do you have a whale tail? Do you have a picture of a whale? Something in your life space to remind you to trust the great mystery. We are not created to wander around the planet without our spiritual connection. Just like a whale has to rise to the surface to take a breath, you need to lift your consciousness into spiritual reality to take a spiritual breath. Okay. Absolutely love that reading for you. Maureen, I know that you have in the past you have had worry for a certain family member, right? But the truth is that that worry is not serving you. Now I'm going to draw your, and Zara, I'm sorry, Zara is next, and then Mel M. And right now Maureen has also asked me for an archangel card, so I'm going to pull it right now for you, Maureen. Thank you for the rest of you guys who are waiting. So I'm just going to set this aside and let's see what archangel wants to lift your spirits. This is perfect for the whale spirit, and I'm glad you got this reading, Maureen, because what we're going to want to do is to allow for you to focus on something spiritual today. And what better thing than an archangel? So before I even, oh, thank you. This one flipped over. Before we even look at the card today, my friend, what I'm wanting for you to do is to do a random Google search and see what the deep meaning of this archangel is for you. Okay. And Archangel Michael. I thought that was who this is. Archangel Michael, the king of the angels. What a beautiful card for you to pick. or it showed itself, it flipped itself. So Archangel Michael, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it, excuse me, with unwavering faith. So take a screenshot if you're on your phone. And again, the collective, anyone who happens to be here right now, you may not get a card personally from me, but the wisdom that's flowing is for you. Birds of a feather flock together. There is no accident here. Now, I'm looking at the medallion on his chest, Maureen, and I'm reading that as a symbol of the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so there is some good fortune that's coming forward for you, but be clear about what you desire. Do you want to be guided by spirit? Put your hand on your heart, please. When we were kids, we were taught in the beginning of school when I was a little kid, we would stand up and put our hands on our heart and we would say the Pledge of Allegiance. So this is what we're looking for here, Maureen, that you would pledge to find spirit in everything, right? Be sure to connect with spirit before you make major decisions. Be clear that you want to know, feel, and experience your divine connection today. Even though I don't know how, I'm connected to the angels now. Even though I don't know how, I know that angels help me every day right now. Because as you tell a story of being supported by the angelic realm, you will start to lift your spirits. Look, we don't know. Our human self, we have no idea what's coming next. We don't. We may think we do, or some of us who are a bit more psychic may get a feeling of a wave of energy that's coming forward. But the truth is, until you're on the other side, when you're 100% spirit, you see lots of different things. But the choice we make to be in these human bodies for our lifetimes, I can guarantee you, you're going to have better luck when you connect to spirit. Okay? Archangel Michael, here for you today. Please, Maureen, put some money where your mouth is, right? And I would say out loud today, as often as you remember, Archangel Michael, thank you for guiding me. That's all. Archangel Michael, thank you for guiding me. Thank you for showing up for me in this reading. Thank you for reminding me that if I don't check into spirit, I'm going to feel like crap. When your mood goes down, you are like that whale way underwater, needing air, thirsty for air, coming to the surface, driven by an inner instinct that they don't even understand. Wouldn't it be nice, Maureen, if we could have that kind of instinct? I personally asked Spirit this morning, because I've been writing my intentions every day, that I would be reminded 3 times today that I'm not alone and that Spirit backs me up. So even this particular card is a tremendous blessing for me. Got it? Let Archangel Michael do the heavy lifting. And those of you who are just visiting me, it won't hurt you a bit to do the very same thing. Okay? So let me put this aside, see what's been going on over here. Okay, so, oopsie, hang on a second. Let me do this. Okay. All right, Barbara went off to find another reader. Absolutely. You guys, I fly by the seat of my spirit. I never know how long I'm going to spend on any one card. And so if you're desiring something quicker, feel free to scroll on, because I know there's something here for you today in the world of tarot. So next we have Zara. Zara, welcome, welcome. Maybe it's a sign I meant to learn about my spirit animal. Instead, I just wanted to be on the safe side. This date I'm about to go on wasn't a Jeffrey Dunbar reincarnated. How interesting. So golden light, Kane. Oh, Kane, I'm always so glad to see you, my friend. It's been a while. Join in. I know you're going to love the readings today. And golden light. And so you are Zara, yes? Aloha. Aw, thank you. Okay, and Divya, oh, Divya, we need to absolutely. And Divya, I'm happy to pull a card for you. You just need to go to this. I would copy and paste this web address in your browser to make sure that you get in most quickly. Okay. So, Zara, I love what you're saying. Okay, a sign I'm meant to learn about your spirit animal. I just want to be on the safe side. This date I'm about to go on. Okay, so you do have a date, and that is obviously causing you some concern and some curiosity. I guess that's fair, right? You're feeling curious about the date that you're going to go on. Now, I am, Zara, I don't know if you know this about me, but I am a breakup recovery expert. I am the girl that you want to talk to. If you have anything in your past with your past relationships, past breakups that are still lit up, you know, there's a part of your mind, a part of your heart where you feel pain, right? Sometimes it's even when somebody crosses over and you've lost a very important person to death that can leave you heartbroken. But if you have heartbreak energy at all, then you might want to consider that as part of your plan moving forward. All right, so let's see. What is your spiritual advice here, my friend? Okay, what is the spiritual advice for dear Zara with this date? I see this card. Okay, love is all around. Oh, that's a great card to pick for a date. Is it a first date for you? It sounds like it might be. Okay, so 41 is resonating at the at a 5, and so what I'm seeing here, a 5 is about conflict. Okay, so I feel like you are sensing some conflict around this date, Nightingale spirit. Nightingale. Again, I strongly recommend that you Google the spiritual meaning of nightingale because I think there's something there for you. Spirit is going to bless you with a revelation. So love is all around. What I'm seeing first, Zara, that's so important is taking your date out of the picture right now and just being able to realize that love is all around and that whether or not this particular person is important to you, by that I mean that you will continue, that it will be something that will grow, doesn't mean that love is contained within this one human being. All right. As you get to know someone, it takes time. It takes a lot of time. First impressions can be deceiving. They can. And sometimes you feel a deep chemistry or a deep attraction, right? A person is irresistible to you. The most important thing for you to do is to go very slowly. Our human nature makes us put on the accelerator and go fast. Like, this is it, I'm getting it. And if you watch, like, the Olympics are on TV right now, and there's some ridiculously challenging events where they actually race down a mountain as fast as they can. And the camera doesn't even do justice for it. And that's what I see as our flaw as humans because we're so impatient and we want it all now, right? And so, Nightingale spirit reminds us that we need to slow down. And also, the night keeps coming back to me over and over again. So, there may be dreams that you're having that are causing you to feel a certain way. So, could this person that you're going to go out with today, could this person be a game changer? Perhaps, perhaps, but it takes a lot of time for humans to show their true self. Isn't that the truth? It takes a lot of time. And sometimes you end up being married or committed to someone who ends up cheating or ends up being unfulfilling. That happened to me. I married someone I didn't know well enough. It was my own misjudgment because in the beginning there were certain behaviors that felt so good to me. It was amazing. He seemed to read my mind. He flooded me with gifts. Did you ever hear of love bombing? I never heard of it until it happened to me. And love bombing is when you're overwhelmed with the other person's vision of you. They have created you to be something that they want, and they shower with you with gifts, and they tell you how much they love you. And then once you're committed, it turns off like a water faucet, and real cruelty can come forward. Why do I tell you this? Because you need to go slow and not expect this person to be anything other than who they are right now. If they are a reincarnated person, you'll find that out. You'll get clues. Spirit will let you know. But meanwhile, it's not a service to this person not to treat them as the unique human they are in this incarnation. Okay, my dear Zara, that's a lot to get out of one card, but I hope that it is. Yes, I mean, our past relationships are all about our inner child because if you were raised in a situation that was painful, if the people that brought you up were not enlightened at all and they treated each other badly, that's the blueprint that we have on our hearts. I personally use tapping. It's one of my very favorite methods to help people release themselves from the pain of past relationships. But I'm 73 right now, so I've seen so many things. I've talked to so many people, and I would always say the same advice: go slow. There's a lady who teaches once around the sun. Make sure you know your person for a full trip around the sun. That's 1 year before you go jumping into anything that you're not fully prepared for. Okay? Excellent, excellent advice. And not only just for you, Zara, but for everyone that's listening in. So thank you so much. Yeah, your inner child is really a good, a guardian and wants you to stay safe. That's the main thing, that your inner being is in alignment. Wait, where's my little statue here? Oh, here it is. Zara, I just want to show you this before you go. This little piece of art is very meaningful to me because it shows me my higher self, the larger part of Catherine, which is spirit. My human part is very small and childlike. That when I am in alignment with my spirit inside, I will have a more joyful life because when I'm connected to my guide inside, I can then have the wisdom to pick partners for myself, whether they be a friend, a lover, or a family member. See these two birds that are flying here. These are what is ahead for me. Bonded pair, a bonded pair. And this can happen when I choose to embrace my inner being. What happens if you meet the wrong person is that you run away from your inner being and you end up running away from your friends too, because all you want to do is spend time with that person. But even in the best of relationships, you guys, you want to be with someone who's aligned with their inner being. You want someone who knows that source is their source. A human can never be your source. They can deliver the source to you, but your divine connection will always guide you to what's best for you. Okay, Zara, thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you. And I hope that okay, yeah, hang on. Yeah. I hope that this card is bringing you the wisdom that you're wanting, my friend. Okay, Golden Light, you are phenomenal. I mean, when we align with what we truly want, finding a reading like this on the day that you need it is a sign, isn't it? It's a sign that spirit is here for you right now. Where are you from, Zara? I would love to know. Here I am sitting in Tennessee this morning. Okay, so let's go forward. And we have Mel. Hi, Mel. What does spirit want me to know for my highest good? My YouTube name is Phoenix. Oh, I didn't. Hi, Phoenix. I didn't see you pop in there. So I appreciate you. You are so welcome. I'm glad to have you today. Let's see. What am I looking for? Oh, the animal deck. Now, you guys, anybody who is originally from Michigan, I am from South Bend, Indiana. And I ended up going to California. I lived in Mexico for a few years, and now I'm in Tennessee. And I'm kind of a gypsy. And my family doesn't always feel aligned to my life path, I'll tell you that right now. But Spirit has guided me to the most wonderful situations and people. So, all right. So now we are looking at Mel and Phoenix. So, Mel, thank you for asking this beautiful question. Hey, Crystal, did you have some tough weather up there? I thought I saw that Indiana had some tough weather. Welcome. I'm glad that you're here. Okay, let's take a look at our spirit message, the animal message for our friend Mel. And Mel, I'm seeing this card right here. Right after Mel, I'm going to do a tarot card for the collective. Oh, it's a four card reading for the collective. So please stay tuned. That's coming up next. Oh, Mel, the cow spirit. I really love this. There is some place that I saw. Oh yeah, it was in Kansas City, Missouri, I think. I think it's there, where in the spring they would have a cow contest where they decorate these cows and put them all over town. And it's so cool. And to celebrate the energy of cow. And for some reason that popped into my head. Also, this might be a message, Mel. Do you have any Tauruses in your life? That are you a Taurus, or do you have a Taurus in your life? Because this always reminds me of Ferdinand the Bull. And Tauruses can be stubborn and they can fight you, for sure. Stubborn and they'll fight you. But there is this beautiful spirit that is Ferdinand, which is the gentle giant. And so for some reason that's coming into my head. But this idea, the miracles are endless. So Mel, I believe that Spirit wants you to know that you're halfway across a bridge. Okay, you're halfway across a bridge. You're in between something, aren't you? It could be between relationships, it could be in your career, but there's something I feel is important for you to know, that this bridge will end. Okay, that the bridge that you're feeling like you're just wobbly and you can't get secure footing, that is something that's going to be changing for you. Now, when I see this cow all dressed up in these flowers, it is springtime that's coming. In the next month or so, I think you're going to be noticing something new growing. Right now in Tennessee, we have some spring flowers that are blooming. And I'm looking at one out my window right now. It's a little tiny white flower that looks like it's very lonely because there's no other flowers around it yet. So I feel that might be going on for you, Mel, that you feel like you're in the middle of a field with no company. I'm sensing a feeling of isolation. So cow spirit says the miracles are endless. I hope that you were here when I was talking about this piece of art that I have, that comfort, your comfort level. Oh, Scorpio, I'm a Scorpio. So I'm Phoenix Oracle Healing. Oh, have you been here before? I'm curious about you. I will check out your channel. I always get nervous when other healers come because it's like parent conferences. If I would do a parent conference when I was teaching and another teacher came in, I just felt a little nervous because you are a healer and you understand these things. So take to heart what I'm saying. As you connect with your own inner being, especially as a healer, I have doubt. Oh, you know what? I knew, Phoenix, I need to show you something. I wasn't sure why I brought this to the reading today, but I know it's for you. So you guys who are just watching. Somebody this morning said, "You're taking too long on the readings." And I have to laugh because some people say my readings are too short. But anyway, I get concerned about my live streams. Who's going to come? How do I, may I connect deeply? May people receive, etc. And it can make me feel like a performance anxiety. So I do use something called neurographics. It's basically doodling on steroids. And the universe has helped me use it as a technique to relieve my worry. So, Phoenix, I'm showing it to you. So, what I did as the first step is I wrote down all of my preferences for today's live stream. Here's the date, 2/21. And so I just wrote down what would be so wonderful about today's readings: fun, gratitude, magnetic, ease, moving, accuracy, irresistible, willingness, synchronistic, kindness, love, loyalty, and appreciation. Those are all energies that I wanted to see happen for today. So then I flipped the page over. I did this last night. After that, I created this drawing. I do have a couple of pictures of it in its form before it got this finished, so I can share that. Not right now. But I just, what you do is you doodle and you cross and you end up rounding off all the corners. And I think for a healer, that's what we're doing. We're helping people round off the sharp places, aren't we? And science has proven that when you doodle, you are empowering yourself. There's scientific research on this, no kidding. And if you're not familiar with neurographics, you can find so many examples on YouTube that'll teach you how. So after I got finished, this is what I see. I see the world here and all of the people in the world, or excuse me, who come to me, because people come from all over the world to these readings. And I see all of these little knots, these little jams with the black lines where there's something in the way. There's something prohibiting growth. And then these gold strands are love, spiritual love in the blue of the sky, and that we are always surrounded by love. Even with me being a little bit having performance anxiety for a live stream, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to lose my train of thought. I don't want to get into somebody's business where it's not my business. I want to be able to speak the stories of the cards with love. And this took me maybe an hour to create. And what it did was it released. It's like, okay, done. I trust universe with this. I'm going to let it go. So I brought it today. I wasn't sure why, because when I was going to use it, but you were the person. So I'm so glad I could say that. Interesting too. Wow. Look at how the Phoenix, look at how the colors, the yellow and the orange, right? I've got goosebumps all over my body. I don't know what's going on for you, Phoenix, but something is coming that's going to be a major change. Okay. So whatever it is that you are seeking, Mel, um, please come back. I do love to mentor other readers, other content creators. My email address is patternbreakertarot@gmail. I would love to hear from you. This is a phenomenal synchronicity. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here today. It really lifts my spirit and shows me that I'm absolutely on the right track. So thank you for that. Okay, let's dive in. So Phoenix, hang out, because I'm going to draw tarot cards now. And I do use the Good Tarot is what I'm using today. It's Colleen Barrett Reed's deck. Oh yeah, definitely. I would love it. So please do reach out. Anybody who receives a reading today, you're going to receive a message from Hipsy that asks for a review. So I deeply appreciate when you take time to review the readings. It makes a huge, huge difference for me. I can't thank you enough. Okay, so let's do our tarot reading. So this for the collective, you need to know there's something been going on You may be in a conflict with someone. You may be in a job situation that doesn't feel comfortable anymore. You could be reaching for love. What is it? This is your chance to receive deeply from the tarot. So let's take a peek here. What do we have? Oh, this is a sticky card. The 8 of Fire. Okay. I love these cards, don't you? Wow, look at that. The 8. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's the 3 of Fire. Ooh, that's even better. Okay, so there's movement happening. Okay, so for someone that's watching, let's pull the rest of the cards, but there's forward momentum in a major way. 3 of Fire. 5 of Water. Oh, love it. Beautiful. There's some real marching orders here. I'm feeling that these are directions for someone. And the 4 of Fire. Yes. Okay. Very, very nice. So somebody here, let me pull the bottom of the deck. This is what you're not seeing. I will peek at that later. Okay. The very first thing that Spirit is telling me is slow down. Okay. Slow down. Now, I don't know if that's my message because sometimes I talk too fast, or it's your message, my friend. There's a call on your life. There's something that you know that you should be doing. There's something that's been calling you. You could be a healer, you could be a performer, that you may feel more comfortable singing or playing your instrument at home. And people have told you, gosh, you're just as good as anybody. You should get out there, right? But there's something holding you back. You're this pent up energy. And this little vessel is being pushed forward. And it's so important that you deal with your fears and intimidations. You have the wind at your back. Spirit is here to guarantee that this step forward, while it may not be easy, it is going to pay off in a major way. Definitely feeling that this is someone who's had something on their heart for a long time. I would say years. Hang on, I need a sip of water. You've had an image, a desire, it won't go away. And you felt kind of trapped. It's like, well, how? Well, what's going to happen? Okay, 5 of Water. The disappointments that you've had in the past are holding you back, my friend. Okay. When you show your delicate heart, see the heart shape right here? When you show your delicate heart to someone, you're taking such a chance, right? You may be criticized, you may be not supported. People can go no contact on you, people can abandon you, right? And yet you're called to a different path. They don't understand. The 5 of Water is about you. It's about not crying over spilled milk. Okay, this means that when you're still crying about a disappointment from the past, you are in your own way. You're completely stuck because fear of being hurt again is holding you back. This is normal. It's a normal human state. So please don't be hard on yourself. Sometimes I think people feel judged in a reading, or they can feel judged even by their own spirit, because this 5 of Water energy is here to protect you, to keep you safe. There's something in you that feels, if I go forward, it's going to hurt. Fire hurts, right? Well, synchronistically, look what is next, the 4 of Fire. Anytime that cards come up consecutive, it's like an exclamation point from Spirit going, please pay attention, this is important. Because the 4 Fire is about a wish comes true, okay? Now, the fire suit goes all the way up to the king. So this is not a completion or a happily ever after in the traditional way. But what we're seeing here is an immersion. Excuse me, is that the right word? Hold on. Yes, it's an immersion of you in your new form. You're immersed in being a butterfly with the wings. In the Three of Fire, this is like a cocoon, where the cocoon has been carrying you forward from your caterpillar stage, right? But wanting for you to understand that you need to let go of the disappointments in your past to facilitate your exit from your cocoon. Your heart is huge. Aligned with spirit, you can do everything. Leaning on your human personality alone will keep you stuck. Okay, so this is showing March is coming. March is a lucky month with the St. Patrick's Day and the four-leaf clovers and all of that. And even the deck that I selected today, the Good Tarot, has a green back. Okay, so there is something very lucky coming forward. It's waiting for you to rid yourself of the disappointments of the past. Life sucks sometimes. And the quicker we realize that and just say, look, life sucks sometimes. So what? Right? That's a great affirmation. My life has been tough so far. So what? I've had a lot of disappointments. So what? You're alive, breathing, and listening to this reading right now, right? And your luck is going to turn. Let's see what is on the bottom of the deck. Yes, yes, yes. The goosebumps. High Priestess. High Priestess, the same colors. Imagine that this is your replacement. Once you know how, and like I said, I use tapping. Tapping is part of every reading that you get from me. When you order a reading, it always includes tapping because tapping has changed my life over and over and over again. And it helps me stop feeling sorry for myself, not to be crying, oh, why did that happen? I'm so disappointed. Does God love me? Why do I end up stuck all the time? You know how we can talk to ourselves. And once we wake up our intuition and we get the beautiful sight of what Spirit has for us, the sky is the limit every time. Okay. So in conclusion, what we need to know is that self-criticism about being stuck in that cocoon is not serving you. If you haven't been able to animate and motivate yourself forward, do yourself a favor, write down on a piece of paper, these are the things that disappointed me over the last, let's say, 6 months or a year. These are the people who have disappointed me. Look at those people and say, even though I have been disappointed in the past, I'm choosing to believe that Spirit will help me right now. Now, there is a technique that I love to use. I call it the scribbling technique, and I do want to demonstrate that for you guys. So hang on just for a quick second. I need to grab a pen. Murphy's being so quiet and polite today, isn't he, you guys? He's laying on the chair back there watching. Okay, the scribbling technique is handy when you're feeling really sad or you're feeling really overwhelmed, okay, where something is bothering you and you don't know how to, and you listen to the reading and say, oh, easy for you to say, Catherine. Easy for, yeah, right. Well, you don't know. But sometimes it's too hard to journal. Journaling helps for sure. Just take and write down every bad thing that's happened, but sometimes it's not enough. So I love the scribbling technique. What you can do is put down worry. I'm going to put worry here just as a general term. And I definitely struggle with worry. And so I can pick something right now that I'm worried about. Okay, I got it. And then instead of journaling about it, you just start scribbling. And as you're scribbling, you can say things out loud if you want. And I'm going to demonstrate that for you. I wish he didn't have to be going through this. I'm so worried for him because whatever happens, if it's bad, what will we do? How will I go forward? What if they all suffer and I'm feeling so helpless? And then as you're scribbling and you keep scribbling, you'll notice that your hand will start leaning harder into the paper the more emotion you feel during the scribbling technique. Okay. This is a wonderful way to let your feelings go out down your arm and onto the paper. If you want to add a little mystery to it, you could actually light the paper on fire, safely, of course, and allow yourself to watch this burn. Having a pie tin or some sort of metal bowl that you can drop it into and watch the worry burn away is it's um, one of my personal techniques that I use. Hi, Renew. Um, no, right now, the whole thing about scribbling is just to allow the feeling of being disappointed out, and it doesn't matter about the words. Okay, so there you have it. Thank you for that question. All right, moving forward. And we have Courtney. Courtney, welcome back. Always glad to see you. And um, yes, okay. Loving animals. I would love to connect with one today. Thank you. I've been moving right along lately. A big message for me this week has been allow. Wow. Isn't that true? The word allowing. Well, they call it, do you follow Abraham Hicks, um, Courtney? Because they teach about the art of allowing. And I would almost say there's a law of allowing. I think it's bigger than an art because once you truly learn to release your worries and really leave them behind you. Now, mind you, I, let me say it a different way. Up until now, up until now, I have noticed when I am worrying too much, and I have been known as a worrywart in the past. But going forward, I'm going to choose my divine connection the moment I realize that I'm disconnected. Spirit never disconnects from us. It's us who disconnect from spirit. Okay, so let me draw an animal card for our dear Courtney. Thank you so much, my friend. I'm always glad to see your energy here on the call. What animal card do we have for Miss Courtney today? Oh, let's take this one. Okay. Ooh, electric eel spirit. Ooh la la. Wow, electric. Electric. It makes me think about the line dance, the electric slide. Is that what it is? Makes me think about that. Ooh, I love that, Maureen. Thank you. There's a young man on YouTube who does scribble art using both hands. Oh, that would be very fun. Makes me want to try that today. Thank you for sharing. Okay, Courtney, electric. So this is an electric time for you. I think ever since the new year started, that 2026 is just filled with potential. And that electric eel, I don't know too much about it. So first thing, definitely go and Google the electric eel and read about it. I'm going to do the same thing because I'm curious. Makes me wonder if you touch it, you get a shock. Because right now, bringing your ideas to life, believe in yourself. I think that last tarot reading may have had your energy on it because the coloring of that, what is it, the High Priestess card. I feel like there's a real, look at the circle here, the portal, and we have another portal here. So I think that you can feel doubtful sometimes, can't you? We can feel doubtful about a creative idea, and we can allow our doubts to hold us back. So, in the art of allowing, you want to keep focusing on living as if, okay, living as if your desire is already here. The law of assumption. Are you familiar with Neville? Of course, I love Neville. I teach his techniques a lot. And one idea that's very cool, Court, is to write yourself a letter from the future, okay, and write it to yourself. It'll be from your future self. So you'll be writing, "Dear Courtney," right now, and then write a letter to that illustrates that your situation has completed. For example, let's say you're wanting a new car, and you write from future Courtney back to you right now. And it would say something like, Dear Courtney, I wish I could have you in the car right now. I wish I had that magic because we are having so much fun. I love how my car is reliable. I love how inexpensive it is to keep it up. And I love being able to go wherever I want to go. I love the freedom. I love the feeling of those keys in my hand. Thank you so much that you held the faith for this all those years ago. I love you. And then sign it, love your future self. Okay. Because the law of assumption is a delightful companion to the art of allowing. They go together. So I do work with people. I help them with the law of assumption. So you can keep that in mind if you want to reach out for a private reading. But other than that, you can just use YouTube and YouTube search for the law of assumption, and you're going to get lots of great ideas. Okay. Now, that electric eel, too, there is a message around that. And so I sense that you may be a little fearful that you might offend somebody, that if you really did walk out your allowing, and you really were living the life you're desiring, you might hurt people's feelings or you might shock people. And so I feel like this is confirmation. Don't be afraid. Go to spirit first, find alignment, stay in calm. Energy always helps people make the best decisions. Okay. So go forth and prosper. And thank you. Hey, Rose Quartz, welcome back. You were here a little bit earlier. And let me just set this aside. And who do I have here? Rose Quartz. You're welcome. You're welcome, Courtney. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming to the reading. And I have Darla. Darla, yes, I would love to have you have a reading. Let me just put the registration. Thank you guys so much for your love and your patience. I know sometimes it's a little hard to get through for the free readings, and I appreciate you for hanging in there with me. I love you. Thank you for those little hearts. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. It always helps my channel. And I have time for a couple more readings here. I think what I'll do, let's draw another tarot. Let's do a full reading here as we close. Oopsie. Oh my goodness. Cards are jumping out of the deck. Okay, well, it's a jumper, so let's keep it. So what do you need to know? What's your issue? Just hold in your mind. Yes, you can ask me personally, but Spirit knows your heart. Okay, Spirit knows your heart. What do you need to know today? The 5 of air. A delicate balance. So let's pull the other cards here before I say it's a beautiful card. I always pay attention when cards fall out of the deck, because that's my way of knowing that somebody here right now needs this message. So don't scroll away. And the star card. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me pull the third. This is the good tarot, by the way. And the 10 of earth. Oh yeah. Okay. So this message is for someone who is feeling like they're barely hanging on. Okay, so let me pull the bottom of the deck, put that here. Okay, someone here who is watching this right now, you can barely hold on. You're keeping your balance and you don't even know how. Just standing on that, you can barely see the filament that the ballerina is standing on. And these birds flying all around, they land on her filament. Its filament is like a spider web, right? A very delicate balance. 1111 is at the top of my screen. So this is a profound message of you're almost there. Okay, you're almost there. It may feel like you're so exhausted, you can't possibly hold that stance a second longer. There's something that the wind is moving. It's so difficult. It's so difficult for you. Hold on just a second. I see you, rose quartz. Let me put it in here for you. You may need to cut and paste that into your browser window. But you're just reached the end. You're kind of saying to spirit, look, if you don't show up right now, I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, good news, the healing. So what you've been dealing with is a repair of your heart. It's where you have been asked by spirit to let go of things, to let someone reach over and help you. You are not supposed to be doing this alone. It could be a counselor, it could be a legal advisor, it could be to get a regular relationship with a tarot reader. It doesn't have to be me, but somebody who can give you another perspective. Healing is your destiny. Healing is what's here for you right now. There's a portal open for you to walk through. And this 10 of earth, this is wish come true. Okay. This is wish come true for you. So the promise is so intense. The healing sometimes is not easy, right? Sometimes healings demand a lot of tears, a lot of processing, okay? Because as you allow spirit to help you understand your own flaws, you will achieve something you never dreamed possible. If you're critical of other people, if you feel like you're being treated unfairly, it's holding you into a place it's holding you in a place where you can't move forward. Oh, rose quartz, it's there. All you have to do is slide to the side. There is another reading available. There are 3 readings available, and the free one is called the Animal Oracle. Okay, I apologize if it's hard to find over there. Yeah, that's I again, my platform is separate from me and I can't operate it while I'm doing the reading. So your patience means the world to me. Okay. Thank you for working with the system. This 10 of earth is your dream come true. It is something that is you can't see here. And so allow yourself to receive the healing that you need, whatever it is that you need to whatever it is that you need to do. You may need to tell someone something. You may need to go into no contact with someone who's holding you back. There's lots of things, but I really feel that you need some advice. So, a counselor, a pastor, maybe even the 12-step program could help you, because there is a bright future and there's security that's coming your way. Let's take a peek at the card at the bottom of the deck. This is what you're not seeing. And oh, how beautiful, the 8 of earth. So yes, there definitely is something that you're not seeing about grounding yourself. And music. You may even be a former violinist and your violin may be in the closet and it's not even being used. There's something about your gifts that are waiting for you. They're waiting for you to forgive, to allow yourself to let go of the past, okay? And whoever it is that gives you advice, you're going to feel it in your bones, and you will know that this is your path. You're not, we humans are not intended to be holding life together by ourselves. It's not at all what we're intended to do. We're intended to be part of a community, to walk through healing, to get to our divine future. Okay, my friends? And also remember, these readings for the collective are genuinely for probably 1 or 2 of you. However, you may find that the art, it's even my voice that brings you comfort. Awesome. That's what it's all about here. Okay, let's see. Yep, if you can register for this free animal card, I'm happy to pull for you. And again, those of you who are so patiently helping me with my with my readings. You guys are doing your part. I appreciate that so much. So I am here I'm able to read another animal card if anybody wants to have one before I check out. The URL is right there. Let me put it in one more time. And it is the portal for your reading. Oh, there we are. Ellery. Oh, yeah, rose quartz. I remember. Thank you, Ellery. I'm so glad that you reached in. Okay, advice on a relationship. We split a month ago and he broke the no contact a few days ago. Oy vey, right? It's so hard, isn't it? Where we are in a place where another human is seeming to control our mood, right? That we're depending that if somebody acts a certain way, we will feel better. And so it can be so easy to be dragged back into that. What is it about the no contact? So he broke the no contact. What does he want and where are things headed? Okay. Okay. All right, my dear Rose Quartz. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me what your screen name is. Spirit, Ellery really wants to know what does she need to know about this character that has re-entered her life? Is it worth it? What does he want? What's going on? Okay, let's draw you a card, Miss Ellery. Okay, and we have the ant spirit. The ant, look at the puzzle pieces. Yes, okay. All right. Let me take in the number one. Okay, so Ellery, this message is crystal clear to me because you need to collaborate with your spirit, with your inner self, for sure. The puzzle pieces here don't seem to be fitting together, right? The puzzle pieces are separate. And there, you know how if you work a puzzle, generally you have a picture that you work from. If you had to do a puzzle with no model, with no picture to copy, you would be sitting at the table forever trying out one piece after another after another. So right now, your heart is the only thing that will give you your answer. We don't know what he's up to. We don't know why he came out of no contact. But as you align yourself, as you commit to aligning yourself with your highest good and put yourself first, create a relationship with your inner being, which I love this little piece of art here because it demonstrates to me when we need to make an important decision, for example, to know that it's worth your time to open the door to him, you would want to be aligned with your inner being. The larger part of you, in my belief system, the larger part of you is pure spirit. And then our human personality, is represented by this smaller figure. When love comes around or when other humans come in, we can accidentally fall out of contact with our heart and we can run after something that's not in our highest good. So at this point, you're going to make your best decision if you are convinced that reconnecting with this person fills you with joy. If you get anxious, fearful, or doubtful about it, then that's a sign for you that something is not quite right. So, again, I think he wants to collaborate, right? Obviously, he contacted you. But is it just for a booty call, right? Is he wanting you because he's missing having someone to micromanage or to not, or excuse me, to be dismissive? You deserve to be treated like a queen. You deserve to have your dreams come true. generally speaking, if people come back from the past, they need to show a change in heart and a change in the way they do the relationship. They can't change their nature. But if they come back and say, look, ever since we stopped seeing each other, I realize that I have not been fair with you and I owe you an apology. That would be the kind of news that would say maybe, but for sure you want to move very slowly here and you want to embrace spirit, ask spirit to guide you, ask the angels if this is good. I want a clear sign. Spirit will answer you for sure. I can promise you that. And you can go back always, dabble, put your foot in a little bit and say, okay, I'm going to see what he wants to talk about. I'm going to see if it's different. But for your highest good, always align with your spirit. Your head may be very intelligent, your mind can be very intelligent, but your heart is even smarter. So, Ellery, I would write down on a piece of paper the things that you used to like about the person. You write down what you thought was true love. And then on the other side of the paper, write down the disappointments. Be honest with yourself and make sure that you're ready to move forward. Okay. Spirit wants to collaborate with you, my friend. All right. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for everyone that came to visit me today for our party. I am going on vacation this week. I'm excited to say. And so next week there will not be a live reading, but the following weekend we will be in March. We're going to do a reading all around the lucky things that are going to happen to you in the month of March. So we'll see you then. And go forth and prosper. Have an absolutely beautiful day. And thank you for all you do to support me and my channel. I love you.